I'm Ringer, and this is my prospecting journal. Come on, let's go prospecting. Hello and welcome to Ringer's Prospecting Journal. Today we're down in the gold cave. We're doing a bunch of cleanup. Got a new piece of equipment I want to show you. Try it out. Also, I got a bunch of concentrates still from Lake Superior. Plus, over the last couple weeks when I'd gone off and got some more concentrates. Went out with Prospector Phil to a new location. And brought some concentrates home from that. So we're going to process this material and see what kind of gold we get. Just to show you what's going on, I got the Gold Hog mini sluice set up in the basement here. Recirculating system. We got a bunch of material that I had from our Lake Superior trip from a couple years ago. And one of the things that really bothered me is I've always found more gold in it. So what I decided to do is actually the tried and true method. I went through and I classified everything down to different sizes. And I'm going to run it through the sluice box here to sort of get a super concentrate. And run it over the super concentrates over a new piece of equipment that I got. And we'll see if we have any gold in it. Hopefully separating it out through different classifications will allow us to capture more gold. So I'm going to run this stuff through and I'll bring you back here in a few minutes and see what we get so far. We know we got at least one piece of gold sitting in the top portion of the sluice box. We'll see what happens once we clean this out. Alright, so I got all the classifications ran. I got it all cleaned out separately into separate buckets. I'm going to do a final cleanup here in a bit. There's two of the classifications that one had the most sand left over after classifying. And there's one in particular that had the highest density of black sand. And kind of curious to see what our results are going to be once we do our final cleanup. So we got everything down in the super concentrates now, and then we'll set up and run the material through a cleanup sluice. See what we get. All right, we're going to start our cleanup. Now, got a new piece of equipment. Now I got a new piece of equipment from Jason the Flower Gold Wizard. It's the 3-inch smooth water cleanup sluice. I'm going to be trying it out. Now I just ran the smallest classification I have through it already, just to see how well it works. And let me get you turned around here and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here it is. Seems to be working as advertised. There's like very little ripples. I am using a speed controller to control the speed. We had the smallest cleanup. Assembly on this was a piece of cake. Came with some super glue to glue it all together. I don't know if that's necessary or not. I did. I did follow the instructions and tried to use a wet paper towel to wipe up the excess glue that squeezed out between the cracks. And I got that mess. So the wet paper towel cleaning up the super glue, yeah, not a good idea. The other joints, one right there, another one right there. All I did was the package came with some Q-tips to help spread the super glue around. So with each joint, what I did is I used one side to spread the super glue, put the pieces together. Then I used the other side to clean up any of the excess super glue that might have squeezed through. And that seemed to work a lot better. You don't have the big mess like I had with the lower level there. I don't know if it's actually necessary to glue these or not together, but I followed the instructions. But if this can work without being super glued together, I'd say just go with that and you don't have to worry about the mess. Let's see if I can get a close-up here, see what we have currently in the sluice. This is the smallest material ran. And it looks like might have a decent amount of gold in there. The camera turned on and the light shining on it. Sure looks impressive. This is the smallest magnification or classification that I ran. This is really, really tiny stuff. It sure looks like gold and white shines on it. We'll get this cleaned up and in a pan and we'll see what we get. Alright, so we got one decent piece out of the smallest material. But there's a whole bunch, there's like 100 or so, maybe even more, real microscopic stuff. You can barely see, and this is like zoomed in as far as my phone will go. You can barely see the couple of the little traces. Now, that big pack there's probably about 30 of them, but then there's also some black sand that you see there also. But yeah, this micro cleanup sluice, a smooth water head from the Flower Gold Wizard, really captures the small stuff. You see there's actually a couple pieces floating around, even with the jet dry in the water. So yeah, I'll be running the next classifications through. Alright, a little bit of gold in the cleanup sluice. There's an awful lot of it in there. And remember, this is stuff that I've gone through multiple times. And I see just how much gold is left in your tailings after you process it. So it's some people ask, is it worth it going through it? And I say, I don't know. I work really hard to get the gold that I get. So yeah, I think it's worth running your tailings multiple times just for this fact. All right, some of the gold that's all cleaned up that I just got from that last little run. Again, this is all stuff that I've gone through multiple times before from Lake Superior, and this is what I missed all those other times. I don't know how well you can see that between the glares from the phone and whatnot, but here's all the gold, or I should say additional gold, that I got doing the classifications and then the cleanup. Now it's not enough to weigh up to get a weight on it, but yeah, this is all gold that I never would have got if I didn't go through the material again. So yeah, folks, if you liked the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications on future videos, and leave a comment to help build the channel. For Ringer's Prospectors Journal, this is Ringer. God bless everybody.